Hi everyone, this is Wendy Osefo from the Real Housewives of Potomac, and you are watching the Dominic Natty Show.
Earlier this month, you had a Twitter beef with Karen Huger. Now, have you spoken to Karen since that online feud?
It's so funny. Yes, I have. I spoke to Karen since that online feud. Me and Karen have talked since then. Karen actually reached out to me the day that our show premiered and wished me luck and wished me success. So, yeah, it's like any relationship. You have your ups and downs with your girlfriends, and that's just how it goes. I like Karen. I think that she's amazing, but we just have our ups and our downs. I thought that Karen was going to be warm and motherly. She wasn't at all.
Just to kind of guess, like put that to bed. Like, what was the concept of like what you were saying in return to Karen?
Yeah, basically what I'm saying is, she was saying that she's not impressed. And I now, everyone is just trying to do their best, right? We are in a global pandemic. Everyone's trying to do their best. And for me, doing my best is being a black woman in the current social climate, raising black boys who, as we've seen, have been a target so many times, whether it's Trayvon or whatever. And that's really hard for me. So I guess that that's not impressive to her. That's fine. And I said, well, maybe I should do more, like sell perfume, like what she does. That was my, retort back. Because if you're not impressed by me just living my life authentically as a black woman, then maybe I need to step it up here. I don't know, you know?
Right. But that was a little dig at her because like, right, when you said selling perfume, was that the idea of that is, that do you feel like you're doing more than that?
No,
Than
I don't
someone
think it's
just,
about it's not about doing more. It's not about doing more because at the end of the day, everyone is doing everything. You don't have to, be a professor. You can be an entrepreneur. You can be anything you want to be. But it was just simply saying when I meet somebody, my first thought is not whether I'm impressed by them or not. Like no one says that. When I meet someone, I'm thinking, oh, that person was nice. Move along. But the whole
right.
notion of am I impressed by you? It's like who talks like that?
Candace recently apologized for a tweet that read, "Queenie gay men irk me." Now, do you think that Candace's tweets were offensive and called for an apology?
I'm big on making sure the people who feel offended are rectified, right? Like we see that often when someone can make a racist comment and then you have people who are maybe white people saying, "Oh, well, you know what? That wasn't offensive." It's not for me to sit here and say whether her apology it's a good one. She has to apologize to the LGBTQIA plus community. They have to accept that because that's the group that was offended. So anything that alienates a group of people, then that's not a good thing. I'm glad that she apologized. In this time, there's so many people who don't apologize when they say something or when they do something wrong. So I think that that's a great first step for her to say that she apologized, and I hope that she learns from it and she grows from it and she doesn't do anything like that again.
Do you think that her statement was like demanded an apology to say "Queenie gay men irk me"? Do you think that that's inappropriate, or is that just freedom of speech?
I wouldn't have said it. I
Nice.
wouldn't have said that. Yeah.
You think Mo and Candace will move past this? Do we answer that or no?
Do I think so? It's so interesting because this is where me and Karen are similar. We want them to, right? Like, we would want them to, but just based on recent interviews, they both seem like they don't want to. So we can't force them. They're grown women. They have their own minds. They can make up their minds. So it's really up to them. It's really up to them to see if they want to move past this. But based on what they've said recently, they're not trying. They don't want to. They want no parts of each other.
Did
Uh-huh.
Monique drag Candace? Did we answer that?
I would say this you guys didn't know this because you guys didn't meet me yet, but in the preview, there's somebody saying, "No, Monique, no." I don't know if you guys hear that person. Well, that's me. I'm that person. And if you watch the previews, I'm the person with the red hat. Um, so I was right there. But again, I want you guys to see it and I want you guys to give your opinion. But it wasn't a small thing either. I don't want you guys to think that. It wasn't like a, oh, no, baby.
They
It
were
wasn't
throwing
small.
hands.
It wasn't
Were they,
small.
were they really, there was a big fight. Was it a good
There's
fight?
a there's a reason why that's how the season started, was you seeing the broken glass and everything. Yeah.
How did they do the pay structure? Is it basically like your first season, you don't get that much, and then if you can prove to be a fan favorite, you'll start making more in the upcoming seasons?
So all I know is about first season, because again,
Yeah.
it's my first season. But I got a nice coin. But I
Hey,
don't know, maybe it's different for me because I come in with TV experience, and
yeah, I
I
mean,
have you know what I
you're
mean?
not, is it five figures? All right, that's okay. I gave it a shot. How about you and your husband during quarantine?
Yes.
How is the sex then? And are you going to have more children?
Okay, so quarantine sex is great. It's really amazing. It's great because usually he has to wake up the next day and drive into work, and so he has to wake up early. But now he doesn't. So it's like, okay, let me put you to bed real quick, and that's that. And as far as children, right now we're good. We are good with just three, and we have two boys, and our last one is a baby girl. So I feel like we rounded out the house, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe in a few years, I want to, see
Yeah.
see what's what.
How have the haters been? And have you received any death threats?
No, I haven't received any death threats from this show. I receive death threats all the time when I'm on Fox, like all the time. Like that's something that I get. Every time I get off, I get death threats all the time.
How far are they taking these death threats? Are they just emailing you like I'm going to kill you, or is are they sending things to your house? Are they like being specific of like? I mean, how far are they taking it?
They email me. They call my job. They email my job. I've had security on my campus say, "Hi, Wendy, it's us again. Just received another death threat. Do you want us to notify the Baltimore Police Department?" It's like that bad.
What about racist comments, right?
All the
Because
time. All
I
the time.
mean, calling you the N word like in the emails and stuff, like,
All the time.
just all the time. That's just
All the
your
time.
life. Yeah.
All the time. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I mean, if you just used to it. From is that's how
It is
they.
what that's how they communicate. It is what it is, but I feel like every generation has a role to play. And if I had my ancestors before me who were literally doing sit-ins, getting killed, marching, boycotting, the least I can do is go on TV for a 10-minute segment and defend what's going on, So I feel like we all have our part to play. And for me, my part is I was given a platform to be on a national news network. So I'm going to make my ancestors proud, and I'm going to do my part.
How many are you talking? Are you talking every day? Are you talking every week? Like,
Every time I get on, before I even open my mouth, they see me on TV and my phone starts vibrating. So I already know that that's how I know my segment is live, because before I come, they're like, okay, and today we have Wendy Osefo and John Blow. And as soon as they say that and we're still smiling, before the person even says what it is, my phone starts going zzz, 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 and it's tweets, because they just see
jeez.
a black woman on TV. By the time my segment is done, I usually have at least 3 to 4 emails, where people say, you stupid, da 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 da. But the good thing about it is they don't have my email address, so to speak. It
Yeah.
goes through my team. The only time I see it is if someone does some big time research, and they email like my job email, because
As
that's
soon as you
public.
go on, every time you get
Yeah,
death threat tweets
yeah,
and people calling you the N word.
yeah.
Just wow.
Yeah, and the worst part is I have colleagues who get worse. I don't know if you know, like I don't want to put them out there, but I have colleagues who have had manure sent to their house. So I have colleagues who get worse. So this political thing, I think politics is not something everyone's aware of, but I think with the election of Donald Trump, a lot of people have become aware of politics. But the people who are on TV speaking up for you, they're literally putting their lives on the line. Like these journalists, and I don't want to consider myself a journalist, so to speak, but these journalists are out there literally fighting the good fight. And it's sickening. It's absolutely gross.
Now, have you ever heard of a Nigerian rapper named Sojaboy?
No, I have not heard of a Nigerian rapper named Sojaboy. I know Davido, I know Wizkid, I know Techno, I know Afro Beats. I haven't heard of him.
Really?
I
Okay.
need to get hip.
He's going to be very surprised to hear that. He's a cast member on the 90 Day Fiancé show. And he's the
Eh?
biggest thing in my Nigeria.
No, is he that one that said no?
Wait, how's the song go, guys? Steven, how's that song go? It's like, I would do for you anything
No,
you want. I would do for you. I can't remember. I don't know the lyrics, but you never heard
no,
of him.
nobody knows him. I know Burna Boy. I know, I know these people, but I don't know him.
There's a lot of laughing emojis from our 90 Day friends because
He's do
according
he's doing what we in Nigeria like to call 419. That means he's faking.